What's up, guys? It's me, Suga Shane. I'm back. We're back. We're not back, but we're back. You know what I mean? Tell them.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I tell you what, we've missed you all, but we are back in action. We got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good stuff going on, and we're working hard.
We are working hard indeed. And this wouldn't be huge if we didn't have Schmitty. We don't have a camera for him because for your guys' sake, but we do have a mic on him. We wanted this to be huge, so we knew who to call.
We're so back, baby. Let's go.
We're not back.
We're back.
We're doing an update pod. We haven't done a pod this year. I don't think. We haven't done a pod this year. Lots of good updates. But first and foremost, we'll get right into it. The rematch is official. Suga Shane versus Merab 2 is happening. And I don't think people are going to be too happy about it. But in this sport, I don't know. I was going to say something fire, but I had nothing to say.
I think a lot of people, will be like, what the hell? But then once it comes around and once we win, they will be pissed off. But it makes it that much more sweet. Merab, is he on a 12-fight win streak?
Fuck, I feel like he's been on a 12-fight win streak for a while. He's got to be at like 13 now.
12-fight win streak, beat all these former champions. The dude is the best bantamweight ever.
I think so.
Hands down, easily. If you look at his resume, he's a serious, serious problem. And it's just that sweet that we have that big of a challenge ahead of us. And that even to get the opportunity to let it rip again is fucking awesome.
Last time I fought the best bantamweight in the world, or the best bantamweight at the time, we got the job done. Very confident in my skills. Last camp, we had some shit going on. I don't want to sit here and make excuses. We had a great camp. We showed up. I was in shape. We did what we could with what we were able to do. This camp, it's already been a lot different, and feeling good. So super excited to be able to go out there, take care of business. I feel like a lot of things I've made change-wise in my life are going to attribute to my performance. For example, not being on social media. I decided 2025, I'm done with social media. Garrett and Sono are just running all my socials. I don't get on social media, and I feel like that's changed my life. It's only been January, February, March. It's been 3 months, but I literally feel like it's changed my life, and I feel like that's gonna play a role in my performance. I think all those little things like that, making decisions like that, sacrifices, if you will. I don't think it's a sacrifice, but in a sense, it's like giving up something. I feel like that is going to help with performing in the future.
Yeah, sometimes I get jealous. I'm like, I'm not at the point yet where I can like get off my socials like that. But sometimes I'm like, God, dude, I bet that just feels good. Every time, like when Elena comes over at night, I just don't even pick up my phone. I just hang out with her and talk to her. Like, it just feels so good. It makes you be able to enjoy what you have more than just be fucking anxious all the time on that thing. I get burnt on it.
Dude, I've never in my life felt like I didn't have anxiety. No, I was never like super anxious to where like I dealt with it and needed to like had an issue, but I had a low level of anxiety all the time that I didn't know I had until I realized I feel different. And I do think it was from constantly looking at Snapchat, constantly looking at Instagram, constantly opening up X, and just putting my mind in just taking in information I didn't even need to take in. But I still get on YouTube and I'll still listen to podcasts. So it's not like I'm completely off that for it. But life has changed by doing that one thing. But yeah, I do feel like I've been able to build it up enough to where I can have people take care of it for me. And it's
which you're probably
nice.
Like the first fighter to ever do that, which is pretty badass.
Yeah, but it's been 3 months, so let's see if I can stick with it. I literally have zero desire to get on social media though, and it feels good. I still like enjoy making content with the boys. Like Garrett Zone will come to me, hey, we have an idea, like this is a trend, and we'll still I still enjoy creating content. But yeah, Elena wants to have a sleepover at least once a week, if not more, at Tim and Aya's. They literally. We walk over there. Elena doesn't want to come home sometimes. Just sleeps in the dog bed with Hazel.
Feel like her second parents.
Yeah, she literally loves going over there. She wanted Danny to make Aya steak and eggs this morning. She just and she goes to jiu-jitsu with Aya every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeski on Monday, Friday, no-gi on Wednesday. I love how she calls it yeski because Wednesday is no-gi, so Monday and Friday is yeski. That's hilarious.
Watching her scrap on the mats too, and she makes an aggressive face, and she's pretty athletic and she's pretty smart too, so she picks up things well. So it's been fun watching her do jiu-jitsu.
Oh, it's crazy. She's 4.
Have your outside interactions with people changed since you stopped doing social media? It's kind of, I know you don't really have that many interactions, but people like to think that social media kind of changes how we all act with each other. Has that noticed anything?
I feel like I don't have as much anxiety interacting with people, which is like I still don't love going in. Like I don't really go to the grocery store and stuff, but I don't feel like I have like anxiety just in general, and from not being on social media, being around people, like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I wouldn't be surprised someday if a study comes out or some science how really, really bad just constantly being on your phone is. Like,
It probably depends too. I mean, like, I follow a lot of smart people, a lot of cooking channels, a lot of martial arts guys that I'm learning from, a lot of wrestlers. There's a lot of good that does come from it. The amount I've learned from socials, but no matter what, I don't even follow like chicks with big butt cheeks. You go to the search feed and it's chicks with big butt cheeks and big tits, and it's just like, you just got to take a little peek. And then that just makes the algorithm go more. So that's the toxic part about it, I think.
Yeah, I also haven't yee-hooed once this year.
Jade the Peen?
Haven't Jade the Peen once this year.
Not once.
Not once this whole year. 2025, not once. Haven't Jade the Peen. I've been on social.
So what do you, like, when the thought kind of comes into your head when it would before, how do you just reroute it? It's just not an option?
Well, I was thinking about this the other day. Because I wanted to, 2025, I wanted to change not necessarily change who I am, but be more of who my higher self is rather than my ego self. So I wanted to change. I wanted to be more of my higher self. I wanted to change, and for me to do that, I wanted to change my actions. But before you change your actions, you have to change your thoughts. So when I had I had to change the way I think about things. When I start to think about things, I have to redirect them into like for those like examples, you just can't think about it. Like when
you're sitting there bored, you got an hour and a half, 2 hours to kill, and you're like, God, dude, you flick the frenulum a couple times.
I used to before I take naps. Nope, no more. I'll just hit a 20-minute nap meditation, take a nap, get up, do my thing. But yeah, I used to fucking flick the old.
That's some good self-control.
But I feel like I'm just becoming more of who I really am rather than who I wanted to be when I was 16, 17 years old and I had money and I wanted girls. Or when I was 16 and I wanted money, wanted chicks, wanted fame. It's like that's who I've been kind of being in my 20s. Now if I'm 30, I'm like life. I'm like, okay, that's not who I am. It's who I kind of, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I definitely don't have anything figured out, but I feel like I'm definitely grew a lot from my 20s. I'm 30 now. I feel like I've learned a lot, and I'm able to implement a lot of the stuff I learned into my reality.
It makes me feel better too, because it's like when the boys are talking about it or going out to the club, getting drunk, and then you start thinking about it, then you get hyped, but not even talking about it, not even like the desire to go to a club and party is like zero for me.
Yeah. When I first decided that, I told the boys, don't even talk about that around me. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And it does make it easier when it's not being talked about. Because when testosterone gets together and they start fucking testosterone.
And then you have the opportunities to just get that fucking cheap dopamine. We could go to Scottsdale and have a table, a free bottle. Like, the temptation
Can
is
I tell you
there.
guys something?
What, G?
What makes it kind of easier for you, not easier, but your surroundings. So people get on their phones, we escape our surroundings, right? Whether it's your room or whatever. Mm-hmm. You guys can go outside on your beautiful land. Mm-hmm. You can go look at your back trees.
I do.
You got your phone away, you just go and absorb that moment, and you'll get dopamines from that. You know what I mean?
That's organic, real dopamine rather than the fake, cheap dopamine you get from surfing TikTok.
Yeah. That's what I noticed when I put my phone down.
I feel like we have so many birds around our house. I literally feel like I hear the birds more. I smell the flowers more, just like day to day. And I attribute that to literally just being off my phone more, or being off socials.
Just having more space in your mind, probably, not just that.
More freed up. I've definitely been reading more. I still been probably journaling about the same amount, but I just feel way fucking
dialed.
I just feel way
One
better.
thing that's creeping in, and that we got to keep a hold of, obviously, is the old poke.
Poker?
It's too fun.
Yeah, we did. I haven't gamed either. I quit gaming, and it's like I have to fill something. I did a lot of gaming, 2-3 hours a day. I need to fill it with something. We've been playing a lot of Texas Hold'em poker with the fellas. It's been too fun.
It's too fun, but you can see how it's addictive. One more hand. One more hand.
One more.
I'm
It's
like,
like-
I'm going
it-
home to chill
it's like
with
gaming.
my animals.
One more game.
Yes, one more hand, one more hand. But one thing interesting you said at the table the other day is
Yep.
tracking your Aura ring or your Whoop or whatever, and it said you weren't recovering when you're doing that.
Yeah, my Oura ring would be like it would be. I would be in a state of stress rather than I would be sympathetic rather than parasympathetic when I'm playing. So I'm not technically recovering when I'm playing poker.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing. But goddamn, it's such a fun game. We tried looking it up, like who invented it, and it wasn't like a clear
answer.
Clear answer.
It's an insane game because it's just
It's
so
so
much luck,
cool.
but it is skill, it is tactics, being able to bluff. I mean, it's a fun game to play.
It is cool. And Michael, my older brother, he used to play all the time, just methed out, like 12, 14 hours, just play like
I wonder what it was like playing on meth.
Dude, yeah, but he used to play a lot. He completely, like when he got sober, completely stopped playing poker, moved down here, didn't play. And then you told me about the casino right by our house. So I went and tried the casino, and then I instantly got addicted. And then I think Sono was like posting on my stories, and Michael follows my Snapchat. And then Michael's text me, let me know when you play. And then we let him know when he plays. Now Michael's playing poker, but he's up like 3 racks. He's clearly the best one of all
This
of
is all
us.
Tim's fault.
So
Yeah. But I was looking it up on Grok ChatGPT. When does it become toxic? It's when you're skipping out time with your family. It's when you're losing money you can't afford to lose. It's
Here's the difference between me and you, Suga Sean O'Malley. I don't have to play for money. We can act like those chips are worth money, and we play with a big pile of chips. I'll still have just as much fun playing with you boys.
that would be a difference between us.
Because you have to have money.
No, me and Garrett played the other day. I guess we played for 20, but
But still, I still think we should have a board. And we could start it today. How much you win, how much you lost, and
I
have
like
a
that.
board. Who's in the lead? Who's really losing?
I
We
like
start
that.
it today because we're gonna play for like a while.
Forever.
But it's been a fun little recovery thing with the fellas Saturday and Saturday or Sunday. No, like a let your hair down bit instead of doing something.
Well, it's either that game, go to the club, go out, have a couple brewskis. No,
Yeah.
it's good. It's giving my body I'm not working out. I'm not physically working out. I'm mentally working out.
Yeah. Dude, but for me, I've been this 12,000 square foot place.
Where we're in right now.
Became available, and I was like so nervous about it. I'm like, everything's finally flowing good at my gym. But then I decided to pull the trigger on the place, and now it's all coming together. And the whole 12,000 square foot building came as a dump. Like the paint wasn't good, the toilets were all fucked, the bathrooms were all messed up. Everything was just kind of shitty. So I've had to revamp the whole place. Now we're probably 10, 15 days from completely opening.
I'm so glad you pulled the trigger. I was just like, I didn't want to influence you in a negative way, but I was like, dude, you because I knew how stressful it would be. But it's like, dude, I've also seen how packed your gym is now. It's like, dude, it's time to upgrade. You're doing everyone. You're doing everyone a fucking
for sure.
favor by doing that.
And it's time for our team to just become more like a professional team. There's a lot of pros that are moving here to train. We have a bunch of young amateurs that are super hungry with a lot of potential. So I want to make it more like a professional like facility.
Yeah. Dude, Tommy's right around the corner to be in the UFC. Ezra's right around the corner to be in the UFC. Bunch of amateurs ready to turn pro. And then 3-4 years from now, they're going to be ready to get in the UFC. So, yeah, I think it was
And it's sweet. I have already Jakar Close, who's what, like 7-2 in the UFC. Courtney Casey, who's had like 15 to 20 fights in the UFC. Brown belt in jiu-jitsu. They're my coaches. I'm coaching a lot. Joe Diesel Riggs coaching with us. And I'm about to hire on Mark Martin. He was a 4-time starter at Ohio State. 7-1 as a pro. So our coaching staff is going to be like
Elite.
especially for the fight team. And then for the jiu-jitsus, I have Johnny and Josh who like love the sport, are so passionate about building a program. So we're gonna have a bunch of good programs. And I redid the weight room. This is the first time having my own like weight room at the gym, and it's so sweet. And then the pod studio upstairs is kind of what sold me on it too. It has the mirrors where you can't see in but you can see out, and that's where my podcasts are now. So it's been pretty cool.
life's good, man. Life is good. Summer's right around the corner. You could just feel it. You could just feel it creeping into your butt crack. You
Yes.
can just feel it. I don't mind it. I do not mind the summers. I'll go on a bike ride when it's 115 out. I'll go. Schmidt started sweating when I said the word summer. Did you see that?
Last summer though, you remember saying, all right, this is getting to be
Towards
a
the
bit much.
end of summer, I think everybody, even me, I'm ready for it to be over. But when summer rolls around, dude, Dude, I could lay out in that sun and just melt.
Just cook. You're
Just
like
cook.
my
I
little
fucking love that
cats.
shit.
I'm like Big Eckert. I like to be cool and just laying inside.
Eckert, your dog, is so dude. Every couple times a week, we'll see Eckert just coming to my house. He just sneaks out the gate, comes over, looks for Elena. He was there this morning. Danny and Elena and I were out picking pecans in the pecan trees. We break them and give them to the chickens. And Eckert, and it was kind of far away, and I couldn't tell if it was Jane because they looked pretty similar from the distance. I was like, what the hell is that? And I see Jane running around. I was like, oh, Eckert's here, just hanging out in the backyard.
Dude, then he rolls up to my house. When he comes back to my house, the smile on his face, he is just so hyped. It's been pretty crazy being neighbors. Naval said something. I wish I would have saved the quote, saying like anytime you have the possibility to do that, you should do that. Like be neighbors with your close friends or family. It's one of the best things you can do, and it's been pretty awesome.
You guys are literally like the movie Happy Gilmore. I could fucking hit a golf club from fucking your house to Sean.
I told Tim the other day because I'm getting all my trees trimmed up and they look beautiful. But I was like, damn, you know what's crazy is owls have kind of become my spirit animal. I don't even really know what that means. I randomly got an owl on my chest. I've had a lot of encounters with owls, and then his name Red Hawk. And I'm like, dude, we have owls and hawks in those trees that
Just
live.
you know what they
soaring around
they
the
always
property.
soar around. I'm like, that's crazy.
You know what they signified with the natives?
Huh?
Is that whenever an owl would show up, you were getting ready to pass.
Chill, G.
No,
You know how
seriously.
many different
we got
things there
Sweden.
are
There's a
with
lot.
that?
Oh yeah, I know.
With owls
it was.
and
I learned it
stuff.
from the Leo movie.
Yeah, well, let's
Kill
not. Let's say something positive. Make something up. That's
I got a
positive.
question.
That movie was fiction.
I have a question. Back to your. What if you did like art, like painting, or like picked up like music, like
Me?
for like when you.
I do Spanish 3 days a week,
Uh-huh.
very consistently, 50-minute schedules on this app.
No, like painting, like something like something that you're actually
Therapeutic,
doing.
dude. Learning a language. That's kind of what I
You've
mean.
been doing puzzles.
We do puzzles. Danny and I and Elena have been doing puzzles, and that's weirdly therapeutic, like so
What kind of tunes you put
peaceful.
on?
Well, I've been putting on just like East Forest radio, but we were listening to that one couple this morning.
Flow vibes.
That little house.
God, what was it? What is the name of that channel?
It was House Vibes this morning. And Elena was going like this, and Danny and Elena are gonna listen to that and make dessert tonight. Dude, I am so excited for this fight. My body has not felt like this since I fought Peter Yan.
Let's go.
Since I fought Peter Yan, my body hasn't felt this good since 2022. It's 2025 now. I fought Aljo. I fought Cheeto. I fought Merab. Just dealing with everyone. And I'm not saying I'm the only one. Every fighter's dealing with something, but I haven't felt this good. Keep in mind, it's still. Yesterday was 10 weeks out from the fight, so we're still got a long time. You know what I mean? But God, I feel so good.
It makes I know how hard we've trained for a lot of years, and the past couple years we've been dialed with everything, but you haven't had to be able to train as hard.
Not at all.
This far out of the fight, being able to train as hard as we're training, it makes me feel way better.
I did my hyperbaric chamber this morning for an hour, and when you go in there, you can't have your phone. So I bring my journal in there, brought my book in there. I was just reading. I was reading through all my old entries from a couple years ago, and then just from last fight camp. Last fight camp, dude, every single journal entry was like my groin kept me up at night because I tore my labrum 10 weeks before the fight, which is what we're at from the fight right now. I tore my groin, my labrum, and I was having serious groin pain. It was just it wasn't ideal. I was able to train, was able to tough through it, but obviously it's not ideal to go into a fight, especially against a fucking murderer. Well, not necessarily a murderer, but a stud like Merab, an absolute just machine. His nickname is the Machine for a reason. But all my journal entries were every single day. I was just like updating on my groin. My groin feels decent today. Blah blah blah. My groin hurts real bad today, and I was like thinking about how good I feel right now. I was like, oh, I don't want to jinx it, but dude, if I can just keep this pace up, how we've been able to train these last few weeks, all the way up into the fight, I'm going to be 70% better than I was in that first fight. I'm going to be significantly more mobile, agile, better shape. Just I'm gonna fight at my full potential. To whereas that last fight, I was very happy with how I was able to perform considering how I felt. It wasn't ideal, the outcome, I didn't win, but I also think I wasn't supposed to win. This rematch was supposed to happen. It's gonna make this win that much more crazy. If I would have beaten Rob the first time, Merab was still considered like a stud, but now he's like, damn, he just beat me. He beat me, beat Umar.
The loss has already leveled you up as a human.
Yeah,
Would you have leveled up in these ways if you would have went and smoked Merab?
That's a good point. I don't know. I'll forever be grateful for Merab in that sense that he beat me, made me become a better, not just fighter, better person, better human. Like losing's a weird thing. What was I thinking that where there's struggle, there's opportunity for growth. And like after that last fight, I was like fucking bummed out, whatever, going through some personal stuff, going through just life. But you find so much growth, and you can find so much growth in those struggles. You don't have to. You have the choice to. And a lot of people don't. They just struggle, and they fucking bitch about it and just keep struggling. But you can struggle, and there's opportunity to find growth in there. And I felt like I really capitalized on the growth that I was able to find through those struggles. And I feel like my life has completely changed over the last year. Last time I fought him, I was 29. Mm-hmm. I'm 30 now.
Yeah, it's freaking... I mean?
I'm older now. I'm a grown man. I have hair on my chest now.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting, dude. It's exciting because Merab, he is an animal. And it's not an animal that's going to beat your face in or crank your neck or submit you. It's an animal. He's an expert at winning positions for 25 minutes, cooking the clock, getting a decision, getting in positions where he's winning on the judges' scorecard. He's an expert at that. So it's going to be that much sweeter when we go piece him up, because I believe, and I know you believe, that we're going to go do it. So
yep, literally just self-belief. I'm like, that's what got me to where I'm at right now, and that's what's gonna get me to win that next fight. Self-belief, because I know I'm gonna be a huge underdog. Like everyone's gonna count me out, just like the Aljo fight. One of my favorite like moments is when Dana after the fight asked all the media, who in here, there's like 30 people, 40 people, who in here thought Sean was going to win the fight? The one person from Helena, Montana, raised their hand. Like, this is going to be the same thing. No one's going to expect me to go out there and be able to do what I am capable of doing.
Yeah, and even, dude, even not even thinking about the win or loss, if we just focus on how we prepare and just everything goes into just how we're preparing, and if we're proud of that, then whatever happens is going to happen.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I'm at a point. I mean, losing sucks. It's going to always suck. But I feel like, you can get to a point where it's like, all right, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to give it 100% effort. Sunday, I'm going to wake up, win or lose. I get to choose how good my life is. Like, you know what I mean? It's a mindset. Like,
well, just like happiness is a skill.
Happiness is a fucking skill. Sunday, say I go out there, lose. It's like, okay, am I going to be sad and depressed? Or am I going to be happy with my life's so like my life's already so good, that's not going to define the rest of my life. So I think that's a healthy mindset to have going into a fight at any stage of life, any stage of your career, amateur fight, early pro. It's like, okay, it's like I don't have to win. I feel like I'm in a different position now because I've made my money, I've done my stuff. So I feel like it's almost easier to think like that. To whereas if you're 1-0, 2-0, you're like, I fucking have to win my next fight. It's a little different, I guess, but I think not having that pressure in my mind, on my shoulders, is gonna allow me to perform at a higher level.
Yeah, and you know what type of athlete you are too, and you know what you're capable of. Yeah. So that makes you just hungry to just be able to go show that, compared to like, oh, we need the money, we got to get back to that money.
Yeah, it's literally just about showing my full potential. I know how to fucking wrestle better than I showed in that fight. He got in on some good shots, and he did a great job that fight. But I know I'm way more capable of grappling better than that, wrestling better than that.
How did you feel when you guys ran into him at the PI?
That was funny because Schmitty and Merab had their little beef and messaged each other on Instagram, and I told him, I'm like, bro, Merab lives at the PI. Like, every time I've ever been there, he's there. That's where he's at. He's sitting in the cafeteria or he's training. Like, he's doing one or the other. We go to the PI. I bring War there, Schmitty there for the first time. Garrett was there for no, you've been there a bunch with us. You were there, right? Yeah, you filmed it. Fuck.
Which was so incredible.
Yeah, Schmitty and War were like, just jizzing in their pants walking around. But we saw Merab in the cafeteria. Merab goes over, grabbed Schmitty's wrist, and took him. I said, he's useless for us. Have him.
He's like, you're coming
you
with
shit
me
your
now,
little
buddy.
pants?
Yes.
Did you shit your little pants a little
I was
bit?
like, oh, fuck. I turn around. There's 3 of his buddies. I'm like, I'm getting Artemis pumped right now.
That
no.
delights Dale.
Was your heart pumping? At all,
No,
or
he
not
was
really?
laughing. He was like, hey, buddy. Yes.
Merab's a nice guy. He
really
really,
is.
is.
Yeah.
And then that Dolesdale.
The Lidsey?
Delidzy.
185er?
Yeah, big motherfucker. I'm glad he didn't want to beat us up. That would have sucked. Because I literally had my Xbox group chat, Xbox party, rolling around the PI.
Yep. As your backup.
That was my backup.
Yeah.
I literally met all those guys, Schmitty, Garrett, Sono, and War. Had 4 of my guys I met from streaming.
Yeah.
Walking around the PI, and there's like...
Merab is a funny dude. Like I
He
said,
is
if we
funny
weren't in
little
this situation,
He does not like you.
We would be.
He doesn't.
He hates you.
And I understand why. And I shouldn't have said his nose was big.
You guys
But,
can hash it out.
But people have called you skinny before.
And it kind of fucks me up.
Yeah, and people
No,
call
joking.
me a carrot head, redhead, and it's just like
Yeah, I think he was just saying...
people say, "Hey, what's your game plan against Sean? Hey, he's skinny. His legs are skinny. Let's kick his legs. Let's take him down."
And you were saying punch his
I
nose
said his
is
head's
big.
his big, his nose big. We're gonna punch.
But
him.
he was like, you can't say that because you're the coach. I mean, I think it was a little over a little,
took him to heart too heavy.
yeah, it was a little, I mean, if his coach said I was a skinny little fucking Fruit Loop, I wouldn't feel any,
Yeah, many coaches have.
yeah. But overall, Merab's just doing his thing, living his life.
And he's from
doing
a
his
different
best.
country. You never know. You never know. They're raised different. You know.
Yeah.
The things offend people
Yeah.
differently. But like we had him very, very emotional in that fight, and it didn't do anything.
He was screaming at you in the first round.
Yep.
That was crazy.
Yep.
What else we got going on the agenda? We're not back doing pods. We just want to come on here, drop the fight, let you guys know how little life update.
How's your diet and sleep been?
Good. My diet has been good. I've been eating good, been sleeping good. Weight's fucking money. Body feels great. Everything is just scarily going perfect, and we're gonna keep riding that way, brother.
Yeah, so the diet, sleep, dude, I've never had my sleep this dialed in ever in my life. From 9:30 to 10, I am lights out. From 7 to 7:30.
From 9:30 to 10, so you get a solid 30 minutes of sleep.
No, 9:30 to 10, between those.
Oh.
And then I wake up from 7 to 7:30 naturally every day.
What
and
do
it
you do in
feels
the sun
so
first
good.
thing in the morning?
I go spread eagle in the sun.
Just get get the sun on the old hole.
I put my yoga mat out there, get moving.
You're gonna have to not do that once the barn does up because I'm gonna be out there with my binoculars.
You guys are literally.
If you want to see, you can see.
Nah,
Or
I'm
you
gonna be
look
looking
away.
at birds, and you're gonna fucking the red hawk hole is gonna be flooring.
Yeah.
Dude, the barn though, yeah. What your sleep has been dialed because we do that circles on Aura Ring where we kind of watch each other's shit, and your shit has been.
I want to get Schmitty a ring so bad.
I do too. I
want
want to get Sono
all my
one too.
family.
I want to get Sono and Schmitty a ring, and
I think you'd be surprised.
How
Because
good
I'm
you sleep?
kind of similar to Tim. I like 10:30, but I'm up 6:57.
God, dude, I kind of wanted to get Sono
Let's
one
get
too.
it.
Yeah.
Be fire.
Just
Go to sleep
see.
3
You
a.m.,
see-
wake
you
up
wake
5.
up and you can see what all your people, how
That'd
good
be
they
sick.
slept, how ready they are. Like,
That'd be
what's going on with them? Our baby chickens that Mariah raised are laying every day, so we're getting 10 to 12 eggs a day, and it's just like
Magical.
It's a dream. I'm
I
like,
grabbed
what
10
the
eggs
fuck?
out of my chicken coop this morning. I was like, something about grabbing those eggs. It's probably baked into our DNA. Like that was food for, like that was what you ate. And now we can eat whatever the fuck we want. But I'm like, dude, something about grabbing those eggs just gives you a little tickle in your tummy. You probably don't grab them though, huh?
I usually just show up with them on the counter.
Yeah, dude, something
And
about
they're
going out there
beautiful.
and grabbing them though. You should try it. You'll feel it. It's a feeling.
Is it?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, I definitely need to do that.
You definitely should. I quit smoking weed too. I didn't even like quit.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like, all right, I'm gonna quit smoking. It's like I just quit. I just stopped. Like I just didn't really like the way it made me feel. And I'm not overeating. I'm not. So my sleep's better. But you smoke somewhat before bed. I guess like what, hour, 2 hours before bed though.
Yeah, yesterday was probably I took my last puff probably an hour before bed, 92 sleep.
Yeah, so that's, I mean,
Low heat vapor, it's probably different just for everybody.
It's a
But dude,
fact,
I
yeah.
swear to God, I get some of my best ideas, my best thinking done when I take a little puff.
I don't think it's probably similar to the podcast. I'm not done smoking forever, but just right now, I just don't feel the need to, and I just don't even have any desire to. and I feel like it's been good. But
because you did this. I mean, the snacking, it does turn on, but I've just been doing a good job at just only having healthy shit in my fridge. And but
well, dude,
still,
yeah, I was gonna say, me and Danny's not smoking right now either. We've known each other for about 10 years. And at least one of us has always been smoking. So it's like we're both not even smoking a lot. Like I've never smoked a lot, but literally to just be not smoking, both of us it's like the first time ever for both of us. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I've been enjoying having because Nick, my YouTube partner, he's been kind of forcing me to reach out to guests. I'm like, I usually just want to grab some bum off the street and just talk to him or something. But he's been forcing me, so I've been able to talk to Rory McDonald.
How was that one?
It was really good.
I saw that on YouTube. I didn't click on it
training
yet.
and recovery, and
he's a dog.
How he got ready for his fights and things that changed, things he wish he could have told himself when he was younger. Got to talk to people like Michael Chandler and reaching out to. We're having some big names on the Red Hawk Recap, and it's been pretty sweet, but it's also still like God damn it, now I gotta up it next week, now I gotta up it next week, now I gotta up it next week, now I gotta have a banger this week. It does kind of put it on stress like that compared to I was doing the pod initially. I just want to sit down and talk for an hour, not really worry about anything. But it's been good. It's been good. The YouTube channel's growing, and I'm having fun doing my pod. Are you been missing podcasting much?
No, not really. I feel like it's been so nice not coming out here and expressing my opinion, because I'd just start saying stuff. I would just stay. I don't know. It's been nice not trying to force any conversation or force an opinion or something like that. But yeah, no, it's been nice. I mean, there's times where I'm kind of miss. I know how many people it's helped. Dude, how many people literally have moved down here to come train? Every week we meet someone new. Oh, just coming down to visit. We love the pod. I'm like, there's just no way we could stop. I could stop doing the Timbo Sugar Show, even if I didn't want to. I feel like I still have an obligation to give back to people. They just love throwing it on, whether they're at work or fucking whatever they're doing. That gives them an extra hour just to throw us on.
The amount of people I know that have said man, you got me into eating healthy and sleeping good and red light and cold plunge and this. It's like that makes it worth it just right there.
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy. That's just such part of routine now. The sauna, cold plunge, red light, PEMF, hydrate.
What's your sauna, red light, PMF?
I pretty much, now that it's getting a little bit hotter, I definitely have a less desire to sauna, but I still last night I did 20 minutes. I try to sauna at least 5 times a week. There's weeks where I literally will sauna every day. Cold plunging, I've been cold plunging every night I was doing 2 minutes right before bed, but dude, I could not fucking warm up. So I've been doing a minute and a half, and I feel like I still get that cold, but I'm not freezing at night. I'll dunk in the mornings before hard workouts, before I come here.
Nothing better than that.
Dunking, I feel like it gets the fog out of your mind. If you wake up with a little bit of fog, you're a little tired, especially if I had a hard few days training. I'm just kind of but I shock my system. I'm like, okay, let's fucking go. But yeah, I've been doing my red light PMF. I do that every morning with a little 20-minute meditation every morning. I do not miss that. This morning I did an hour of the hyperbaric chamber, but cold plunge every day, red light PMF every day. Just make sure I'm hydrated, eating clean. It's so weird. That used to be something I forced myself to do, and now it's just literally part of life. It's not even. It's just,
because the red light. I mean the PMF sessions are 12 minutes, sauna sessions 20 minutes.
I do 20 minutes on the PMF every time.
PMF,
minimum.
And you're just sitting there in your thoughts?
I'll do a 20-minute meditation on the PMF, and then I'll stretch on the red light.
And listen to a pod?
No, never. Never pod in the morning that early. I don't get on my phone for a while in the morning.
That's nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I didn't check my phone. I woke up at 7 this morning. I think I messaged you around 9 something. But yeah, I don't get on my phone in the morning. I'll put a 20-minute meditation on. That's to get on my phone, turn my security off, but that's it.
You guys been watching any shows that have been catching your eye?
Not really. I saw the one you were talking about yesterday, the $1 Million Secret.
Millionaire.
Yeah, I saw that one on Netflix. I didn't click on it yet though, but you said it's pretty good.
How you would play that game. You go into that game and there's 10, 12 people.
12 I saw.
One person in the room has $1 million, but you have to keep it secret that you're the millionaire, and everyone's talking, and it's a tactical game.
How could you not keep it a secret?
because
you want to
they'll-
tell someone.
Or they'll
like
give
that
you a little.
game.
They'll give you little agendas. They'll be like, oh, hey, you have to say these 5 songs in a sentence talking to the people. If you get done with those, then you get 2 votes towards someone else. It's like a very tactical game.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it to understand it because I'm like, if you have it, just don't tell anyone. It seems pretty.
There was a
easy.
video
Yeah.
game. There was a video app game like that. I think it's still a big thing. But you run around, someone's a murderer, you got to figure it all
Oh
out.
yeah, fuck. What was that
I
called?
forget. It's like like little different color.
Yeah, I
word
remember
box.
that one.
Been keeping up with the Elon Musk stuff, Schmidt,
Yeah.
with the
About him
Doge and
say-
all the stuff they're doing.
Oh yeah. Dude.
I've seen that from the Rogan podcast. That's as a taxpayer that pays a lot of money in taxes. It's so frustrating to know where like a lot of that government money is being spent.
Or someone's like, it's like scams, bro.
Yeah, it's literally just it's that's so crazy. Thank God for Elon.
Bro,
Imagine
people are gonna
his
hate-
security. Like, imagine the amount of rich, powerful people that are like, we need to get rid of this fucker.
Yeah.
People hate me for saying this, but I'm glad that we got Trump and Elon in there doing this.
Yeah, I mean most people should be, and if you're not,
Right?
what's the alternative? Biden and Kamala?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you were full-bred Mexican, or
Dude, all
something
the
like
stuff
this.
that's just been exposed
Yeah.
lately, even hearing Joe Rogan talk about it, going, the simulation's going to be revealed soon. Like, we're going to know what the fuck's going on. Because there's
With all the
just so many
quantum computing
crazy
and the
things.
AI.
There's too many
Oh,
things,
God.
man.
God, that's what makes me nervous. Though I've always thought, like, when we figure that out, is that when everything ends?
Well, I just
Whoa.
wonder when AI mixes with religion, when that happens.
Ooh.
Because you're Mr. Tim Welch, and what I, as your buddy Schmitty, witnesses is I witness you all the time ask Gronk, "Hey Gronk, what's this?"
I'll ask.
And
Yeah,
you
I use
listen,
that all the time.
and you
Dude,
listen.
If you're not using Chat GPT, I mean,
And you
well, it's
listen
a bit
all the
different for
time.
business owners, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a hack.
Ooh, even last night was pretty cool because we asked Gronk. Brendan asked Gronk. He's like, "Is stones and energy good to shoo away demons from like Ouija boards?"
Uh-huh.
And Gronk said, "No, only God's, and God tells you not to play with that kind of stuff." I was like,
I've never
"Oh,
wanted to fuck
shit."
with those.
I thought we used to do them on like people's graves and cemeteries and shit.
Nothing
No.
happened.
Well, the older kids, they were the ones. They're not real.
How old
Ouija
were
boards
you?
aren't real.
How old
I
were
was
you?
14, 15.
Shit's
I
real,
wouldn't have the
dude.
balls to do that.
Ouija board's not real.
Shit's real.
I wouldn't want to fuck with them.
You
just
put your
because I'm a
finger. You
pussy,
put your
though.
finger. You know how it works.
No.
You put your fingertips, and then someone else has to put their fingertips on it. And if you both are in agreement, like, hey, let's not move this. You put your finger very lightly, and you ask a spirit a question or whatever. And then there's the alphabet, or there's a yes and a no. You're like, have you killed someone? And you both don't move, but supposedly it moves to yes.
It's deeper than that.
Oh,
There's symbols. There's energy. There's fucking frequencies.
I don't think they're
there's
real.
fucking it's shit you're doing and summoning.
But
What-
even if they're not, like, what's the point of even fucking with
Yeah.
them? What if there was 2% chance that they were real? Why would you even fuck with them?
Yeah, because I'm scared of the car. Like, what if it fucks with someone you love? Something like that.
Well, what if you're trying to be nice to them? Are they demons or they ghosts?
It's just God frowns upon it. It fucking said God frowns upon
Grok
it.
said it.
Well,
God,
I mean,
dude.
maybe I'm wrong then,
Rocky said
actually. That's I mean, that is scary if it's real, but we
What do you,
yeah.
what do you guys think of Connor going into the wanting to be president for Ireland?
It sounded like he was finally kind of accepting that he's moved past fighting in an interview that I
Really?
saw. He's
I haven't
just like,
seen any of that.
He's moved past fighting. He wants to do bigger things for the country and do that. He sounds like he was.
Sound like he said he knew his worth. He was like, I was set to be the biggest comeback, and I didn't feel my worth. And he goes, my heart actually feels more with Ireland and this stuff going on.
Damn.
Yeah.
You just never know. You never know. I think he'll be back. He'll fight one more time. It'll be massive. It'll be huge. Not as big as Schmitty making a press conference, but it'll be huge.
Chill.
Sorry.
That's
Dude,
good.
honestly, though,
I
you
don't know
boys-
when we're dropping this where we could talk about some fights coming up, but
We're dropping it whenever the UFC drops the fight.
okay, yep.
So yeah. Well, April 12th. I don't know when. I mean, that fight. It's got to be somewhere around there. I think it'll still be relevant.
Probably be on that day.
314?
Yeah, April 12th. I mean, that's the massive card. Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler.
I can't
You want to
wait.
pull those fights up?
Yeah, I got him right here.
Paddy versus Michael Chandler, such an interesting fight. Michael Chandler is such a gangster for taking that fight. I mean, it's just like it's a good. If he beats Paddy, that's still a big win, and maybe not in some people's eyes, but Paddy's fucking skilled. The
Yeah,
way
I think
what he did
Paddy's
to Bobby
got it.
Green was super was,
And he's
yeah,
confident. Like, yeah, it's going to be.
It's a big fight. Michael Chandler's a beast for taking that fight. Paddy's a beast for. I mean, that's Paddy. What he wants to do is climb the rankings. I think that fight makes so much sense. I don't know who wins either. It's going to be. I feel like it's going to be very competitive.
I think it'll be competitive too, but I also think that Paddy Pimblett, and again, he could handle it fine, but he's never been in there with someone that explosive and that athletic. I think it'll be his first time in there with someone like that.
Yeah, but he's very sharp. He's very skilled, and like, yeah, I'm excited for that fight.
Very
People,
controversial.
a lot of people say Paddy's gonna sub him. I'm like, do you see the positions Charles Oliveira had Michael Chandler in?
Oh yeah.
And they fought twice.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't? Or no, Chandler dropped.
It's going to
got
be
knocked out.
huge if Paddy can get through Michael Chandler. That is going to put him one away from the title shot, if not give him the title shot.
It'll be exciting.
Gene Silva versus Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah, that's the one, dude. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I was watching Gene Silva dropped his whole sparring vid, so I was watching him spar and train and stuff. He gets put on his back, and he gets put in bad positions. Like, it looks like he's going with good black belts, but I mean, like, that is not
Yeah, and if Bryce Mitchell puts you on your back, you might get stuck there or submitted. Bryce Mitchell is no joke on the ground. He took Elia down.
Mm-hmm.
He's a motherfucker. But that's an exciting fight. This whole card is exciting.
All the shit Bryce has been saying, he's been saying a lot of like real controversial shit that I don't agree with.
Jokes.
But when he's on the mic about the fight, talking about this is God fighting.
Oh yeah,
I'm rooting for him, dude.
Dude, he is an entertainer. He's good.
Yeah.
And then another banger is Sean Woodson versus Dan Ige.
Let's go. That's my boy from St.
Damn,
Louis.
that's a sneaky fight.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
sleeper.
That's Dan Ige. What is he? 5'7", 5'7". Sean Woodson's what?
6'2",
Yeah.
6'3".
He's up there, and he knows how to use it too. So
Biggest
that's a
fight
sick
for Sean Woodson. I'm super excited for him. It's
He's
Dan
sick to
fucking
watch.
Ige, dude.
I love watching both those guys fight. I didn't know that fight was even on there. That is a banger. That's in Miami. That's the year. A year ago, I fought Cheeto. That's crazy.
I'm a numbers guy.
Wow. What?
314 is St. Louis.
Oh.
So
And you have two
Sean,
St. Louis guys on the
yeah,
card?
wait, Sean. There's two of them. And yeah.
And then
Yeah.
another banger on there is Patricio Pitbull versus Yair Rodriguez.
What? That's on there too?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That's fire.
Yeah, how's that one going to go? Patricio's debut in the UFC.
It's exciting.
Damn. Who's the
Jim
main event
Miller
of that
and Chase
card?
Hooper. That's going to be a good
Alexander
fight.
Volkanovski and Diego Lopez.
Oh yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
Jim Miller versus Chase Hooper.
It's on that card too?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a fun little fight. And then Diego Lopez getting his first title shot against Volk, because Elia moved up. We could talk about that a little bit. Elia said, "Fuck 45, I'm moving up," which is so weird because I've heard his weight cuts are hard. He is thick as fuck. He's a big guy, but it's so weird. He's so short. He's like 5'5".
He's got wide shoulders.
Wide
though.
fucking shoulders. But I'm glad he moved up. I'd rather watch him go fight. Him versus Islam's a fight to make, in my opinion.
It's badass because what he's doing, which you don't see many people do, is be like,
Fuck the belt.
fuck the pay-per-view points. I know
Yeah.
they're probably not as much as they used to be, obviously,
No.
but still, he's saying, okay, I guarantee could get the pay-per-view points next fight on a big card, or nope, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going for this. He's got money in the family. It shows that money doesn't mean anything, and he's going for like fucking legacy fights. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
There's
I
an
guess
article that came out this morning that he said that the UFC promised him a title shot for dropping the belt. That's why he did it.
Well, isn't Islam saying he doesn't really want to fight him? He's like, I don't really want to fight another 45 or moving up. And Islam wants to move up and fight
For 85.
at 170.
170, yep. Bilal.
Damn, that'd be
But
crazy.
Habib said that can't happen. Bilal and Islam can't happen because
Bilal said he'd vacate and move up to 85, though.
damn.
Just-
To
Just let everyone let her go.
That's how it should be. Fuck cutting weight. We should all fight up weight class. I would love to fight at 45, even 55. I walk around 57, 58. Like, I would way
Dude,
rather
if
do that.
Ilya took out Islam, would be absolutely
He very well could.
insane. I feel like there is ways he could win.
but
But as soon as
Islam's-
Islam touches his legs and puts him on his back in half guard, Ilya's going to be like, holy fuck. I got a 190-pound,
Yeah.
like,
Someone was talking about his bone density, and I thought that was pretty interesting.
Islam's or Ilya's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, if in that fight, though, I'd want Ilya to clip him. And just be like, that would be crazy.
Oh yeah, but him moving up makes sense. Him versus Diego Lopez could have been a banger. Like Diego Lopez is a fucking gamer. That was not a. It's not an easy fight for Ilya. I don't think Diego Lopez is an easy fight for anybody. Diego versus Volk's gonna be an interesting fight. Like that, Diego very well could win that fight. Who knows where Volk's at mentally right now? I'm sure he's fucking ready to go. But yeah, that card's sick.
The week after, he got Cory Sandhagen, Davison Figueiredo.
Damn, Cory.
Main event, 5 rounds.
I feel like Cory's gonna piece Figgy up.
Really?
Yeah, dude, Cory's good. I feel like he's gonna piece Figgy.
Just with his footwork, dance around him, piece him up. Figgy, when he gets on top of you, he's a fucking monster also.
Yeah, but I still think Cory's gonna piece him.
Damn, that'll be sweet. That'll be sweet.
Didn't you message me saying you heard Peter versus Umar might be like UFC 318?
I just saw it on one of those Twitter.
Just so it could be complete cap, but I mean that makes sense.
things.
Peter versus Umar, that'd be such a sick fight, dude.
Yeah.
Jamal Hill versus Roundtree is the week after 304.
that's a sweet
Peter
fight.
versus Umar. I mean,
Sick fight.
That's a dude 5 rounds.
it'd be hard for me kind of to bet against Peter. In that one.
Dude, Peter's been looking. He just beat Figgy. Peter's skill for skill is still, in my mind, one of the pound for pound like top 10 guys in the UFC. Like even if
in the division, he's the scariest fight. Like physically, he's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker.
Or he'll try to drop you to the body. He'll try to cut your face. He'll try to knee you. Like he's like vicious.
Yeah.
I always think he's got one of the strongest mindsets too, because for a guy his age, lost the fights that he's lost in big moments and still won it. You know what I mean? He still wants it.
You said Merab dropped the top 5 easiest fight, or it was who was the easiest? Someone, then me.
Umar was easiest.
Oh yeah, is that what he said?
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Umar, and then me, and then Henry, and then Peter, and then Aldo was the hardest fight, which was bro 50-45 Peter. But yeah, life's good. Get my pool fit.
It's hard to see. Okay, I mean, because we even at LFA for Ezra's last fight, we see John Wood, and Coach John Wood's like a cool guy.
Yeah,
it's like,
Merab's
there's no
coach is
animosity now. It's like fucking weird, but
yeah, I don't. It's weird because like I felt like there had to be like I saw what Connor did and I wanted to have that so bad that I'm like I feel like there has to be and when I watch fights I want people to talk shit too. I want to see someone I want to see the guy talking shit either win or lose, but I was like I want people to want to watch my fights because they're watching me chase greatness. I want people to watch, like I go out there, I want people to want to watch my fights because they want to watch my skill set, not because
and
me
watch
and
a
Merab have
masterpiece.
beef. Watch a masterpiece. Watch something be done that no one thinks is going to be done. Like I'm probably going to be a favorite or a very heavy underdog. So
UFC just got a free montage right there, baby. I can see it. You show different videos, you saying all that shit for the press conference. It's going to be fire, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be sweet. It's in New Jersey. I mean, obviously, we're not releasing this until UFC releases it. New Jersey, we're going back to the East Coast. That's where I knocked
the
out.
Prudential Center?
Prudential Center. That's where we watched Aljo versus Henry. That's where I went and sat in that same arena to watch who I was going to fight next, Aljo or Henry. Watched Aljo win. Then we went to the East Coast, Boston, fought Aljo, did what no one thought I could do, knocked out the greatest bantamweight of all time. Flew back to the East Coast to defend the title against Cheeto, get the rematch, undefeated at rematches, undefeated at the East Coast. June 7th, my dad's birthday.
Let's go.
I just see a lot of good things adding up for a beautiful victory over Merab Dvalishvili.
Sweet big challenge.
Yeah, but getting my pool fixed, that's nice at the farm.
That's what I'm most excited about is when we have the pool set up, because the backyard, like the huge trees, the pool with the poker table, a little pool going on, some barbecuing. It's gonna be.
You know what I was thinking?
How would we know?
You've been watching Kill Tony?
Every Monday.
Every Monday, dude. I'm addicted.
Yep.
I'm like, man, what if we did a Jerry Springer type shit where we had couples come on? You know, it's kind of like Kill Tony, but I know that's kind of copy.
I mean,
it's hard to find the drama though. You don't.
Right?
Did you watch that? Did you watch it?
I did.
Did you watch the Jerry Springer on Netflix?
Oh yeah,
Bro,
dude,
those guys were literally getting fired up in the back like that.
and
execute.
Yeah,
on that.
and then those people's though their lives getting ruined because it's
Yeah.
all aired out online, and then you're the one who's doing it. It's like there's a lot more than just.
Have you ever watched that documentary about the one? There was a lot of shows like that back in the day that Jerry was competing with. There was a girl who had a show, and she had guys on, and the guy ended up murdering the dude after the show.
Oh.
There's a documentary on that.
No,
it's really good.
Oh yeah, I did watch
I
that.
think
one
no, I
also.
think that happened on that was the Jerry Springer documentary. That
Yep.
the guy murdered the girl after the show,
Really?
Jerry Springer show.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But the pool's gonna be sweet. I'm officially selling the house that Elena was born in, that we won the belt at. It's weird how you get attached to material things like that. I'm like, God, like that's where all the boys first met. It's where I flew all the boys down, had the first fight in the garage. Like, dude, that house is so many memories in that house, and I'm officially gonna I'm getting rid of it. I'm gonna sell it.
Just because you don't want to deal with renting it.
I don't want to deal with renting. I'm gonna sell it. I paid it off, so I'm just gonna sell it and then use that money to build my custom fucking barn dough. So it's pretty much gonna pay for that, which will be nice. But yeah, it's gonna. I hope whoever buys it. I know the realtor, you're not supposed to meet the people and shit. But I was like, fuck that. I want to meet who's buying this house. Like, I want to make sure they're cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
I don't think realtors are the only ones that are supposed to talk. It's
Oh,
always
I
some
didn't
weird
know
shit
that.
like that. It's like, yeah, realtors get weird sometimes. But I want to fucking meet the people that are gonna buy the house. Whoever buys the house, dude, those sunsets every single night are just magical. Fuck, dude, that house is gonna be sad to sell.
Mm-hmm. Good.
What you got
memories.
now is amazing. You guys being able to Happy Gilmore each other every day.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
mean, the setup.
it's incredible.
Can't beat what we have right now.
If we can't be happy with what we have
Oh my
right now,
God.
we'll never be happy on
Put
our
a little
lives.
shed
So-
somewhere, and
Put Schmitty
Stuff
out there.
me in there.
I was telling Danny, I was
Take
like,
care
it's
of the
so
place.
crazy because when I lived at that house I'm talking about right now, selling it, and you lived where you lived before, we'd see each other every day at the gym, but we'd actually only go to each other's house once or twice a month.
Yeah.
Now it's like we go to each other's house
4 times a week.
4 or 5 times a week, like literally pretty much every single day. It's
Tim
literally
literally is gonna ride his horse over to your house.
Well, we're trying to find a pony for Elena that we all can just hop on whenever.
Oh.
God, buddy,
Bareback too.
I don't think Tim realizes he can't hop on a pony's back anymore. You're not
Yeah, I'm getting a
185,
little
buddy.
hefty.
You're not 185 anymore, fella.
But
Bro.
I like the size I'm at. I like the size.
You
I'm
don't
at.
look fat. You don't look fat at all.
Yeah, like
you look
I'm
thicker.
meant to be around 210.
Yeah,
not
same.
fucking.
I feel
Dude,
the same.
horses scare me. I was watching the Christopher Reeves documentary, dude, and that dude was like one of the most handsome Hollywood movie star guys you could ever have, and fucking fell off a horse, made him paralyzed.
No.
Yeah, he was paralyzed the last like 9 years of his life, dude.
That's what makes you scared of a horse.
Fuck yes.
Well, that's gonna be a strong horse.
Yeah, and bull riding. All that bull riding shit's crazy too.
You could probably ride a bull for about 40 seconds that break that
And-
thing's back.
I do feel bad being a big guy, like sitting on a horse. Like
should.
I genuinely would feel
should.
bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you should.
Did you? How's
Yeah,
it feel
That was
doing a
good pod.
pod?
That was good.
I feel good. Feel good. I'm pumped for the grand opening. I want people to
Oh,
be
yeah,
able
when
to
is
come.
that?
I want to be able to do. We even could do like.
Get a DJ? We should find that one couple.
I want to do it. Yeah, an open mat DJ.
Bro, let's
once a
message
week.
them on Instagram. We can find
You
them
know
on
what I told Tim he should get?
What?
Those balance beams where you get the big sock and bopper type things where the
And
like
hit people off,
and
break an
yeah.
arm, get sued. That'd be sick.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, should we
We're all
message
boys.
that couple?
It would be fire.
Dude,
It'd be
and
fire.
they're just here for 2 hours and we're just vibes-in.
Yeah.
That'd actually be fucking cool.
Yeah, there's just so many things I want to do here that I'm
But
excited.
when is the
excited to do.
official, when is,
I'm planning on April 25th or April 28th for the grand opening.
damn, your
here.
birthday?
Could have a little cornhole section somewhere for little cornhole tournaments.
Yeah, there's multiple stuff we could do.
It's nice that garage opens up into the other area. That's like basically a free lobby.
I know. I want
That's
to be able to
sick.
do some like even if it's once a year at retreat where it could be 20 guys or 30 guys come. We train for 3 days, drink coffee, train with Coach Mark, train with Taquino.
Ooh.
Like just
If any
a little
electricians
retreat.
want to hit up Tim for making the wheel to open that garage door up.
No,
button.
that's gonna get your heart rate up every morning, get you dialed. That
Holy
means get-
fuck, dude! You guys have no idea, Jovis.
Well, you're gonna have to only be closing it. Haley's gonna have to open it.
She's gonna be jacked within 2 months.
It's a little workout. It is a little workout.
So,
God, man. Most excited. I'm so excited about the next chapter in life, though. Just coaching and helping these young bucks chase the goals that I chased, that we chased.
Yeah.
It's nice to be excited about the next chapter too. Like this chapter, 30, 35, 36, I will fight as long as my body holds up. And if I keep doing everything right and I can stay healthy and I want to fight for as long as I can. But then the next chapter's going to be fucking fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be
Just how
really
much
fun.
knowledge we've accumulated over the years and how much we can give back. Not even just in skill set, not even get an underhook, get a wrist control. Just like preparing for sparring. Okay, it's Friday night. There's no fucking reason you should be playing Xbox till 10:30. There's no reason you should be out. There's no reason you should be in bed. You should be preparing for sparring. You should be like so much to give back in that sense that I feel like I've gotten over this thing. My 13th UFC fight, in each fucking camp I get a little bit more, figure out a little bit something else that's gonna help. And
yeah, you've always been good, and I thought it was really cool that you've always done it. Is always writing in your journal even when it comes to weight cuts, when it comes to fight weeks. That I'm 8 weeks out. This is what I'm doing. I'm 7 weeks out. This is what I'm doing. Having all that data is pretty sweet.
I have 12 because I've been doing 12-week fight camps, especially for the title fight. So it's like I have I do my journaling out of camp too, but not as much. In camp, it's literally pretty much every single morning. Little update, how I slept, what I did the day before, what I'm going to do that day. It is fucking nice having all that. But, yeah, life is good.
You guys built a blueprint, boys, and it's been really cool working at the gym, watching that blueprint and seeing how the other guys use it. And they not only use it, they create their own individual lanes with it. Tommy's really good. David Clay's really good.
So many guys, yeah, all the
Joe,
guys.
like
JoJo. I mean, we could name them all, but
yeah,
they got a lot of potential. It'll be fun to advise them, and even when we do get the guys in the UFC, just being able to advise them on good ways to make some actual money.
Yeah, and where to invest their money. Make sure you're saving it for taxes. Make sure you have your LLC. You're not, it's not going to your personal account. There's so much that we could teach in that aspect too. Got some spike ball games. I was thinking it would be sick for your little fucking opening.
That's a great idea.
I'm sure Garrett, Sono, everybody around like me, we're all grateful. I'm super grateful because of you guys, that shit leeches on us, and I've made
famous.
a lot. Huh?
Now you're famous.
I don't know.
You're famous,
You
G.
are.
You walk outside right now.
Don't be humble about it.
Don't be humble. Tell
Yeah.
him.
You know that hurt. That fucking sucked. I want my bank account. I'm like, you know what? The guys who
Fuck fame,
are
you want
super
money?
successful, loaded with money, and are not known, that's the way.
Dude, the thing is, Chris Williamson, I think I heard it on his podcast, but then he reiterated it on Rogan's podcast. It's like there's certain life lessons that you have to live that you can't teach.
Yeah.
One of them is making money. You're not going to be happy if someone gives you a shit ton of money, and I know what you're thinking. Yeah, it's not going to make you happy. Fame's not going to make you feel
Validated.
and chasing that pretty girl isn't going to make you happy, or whatever the way he said it. But that is such a fucking truth, that more money, like people,
The only way you learn it is to go through
you
it. You
gotta go through it. You can make as much money and be like, fuck, I have all those same anxieties that I had before, but way worse now because I didn't learn how to be happy and control those anxieties before I made money.
You know, did you ever watch that Asian doctor that went viral? He was like out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and he quit being a back surgeon.
Oh, I think I heard about this.
Yeah, he says that he did his own studies because he could fix people. Either they would be the same, be in worse condition, or be a little like a Band-Aid, be healed for a little bit, not over time. But then he noticed after he started asking people over 10 years, hey, are you happy? Are you eating right? Are you sleeping right? Are you staying positive? And the people that were doing all those things were the healthiest.
Yeah.
And he even saw things in their bodies change and heal properly because of that. And these are all things that you guys have been preaching throughout the years. And like they were saying that, because you know how that one guy killed, the Lucio guy killed that CEO because he had that the back problem shit. They were saying that Asian guy was kind of leaking the like the hospital system, because their job really is just to keep those hospital beds full. You know what I mean? So if the world really knew how much just positive energy, meditation, eating right, sleeping right, being around loved ones, how much that really changed, it's like
It's starting to become more popular.
Have you been meditating?
I haven't been religious with the meditation. I'm
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah. I'm finding myself with structure. So right now, getting up early, getting my early chores done, getting to the gym.
You should start with when I started, I literally started with 3 minutes. And I remember the time I went from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. It seemed like, I was like, fuck, it's kind of a long time. Then I did 5 minutes for months. And then I went from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And I was like, holy shit, dude, 10 minutes, it seems like a long time. Now I do 20 minutes every single morning. Like, it's just part of life. But
Dude,
it took years to get to that.
One of the biggest superpowers of it, I was even telling JoJo, I'm like, because he was getting emotional a little bit in one of the sparring rounds. I'm like, that's a weakness. And that meditation, you being able to notice that feeling come in and be able to put it somewhere else and be back in the moment, that is a superpower that transfers to everything in life, and not even fighting.
Not even just fighting. It's funny because all these things that we learned were to become better fighters, and then you realize all those things literally implement themselves into everything, all into just living life in general.
Fucking
eating
big
good,
time.
sleeping good, meditating, all those things. I'm like, this is gonna make me a better fighter. This is gonna make me a better fighter. And then you realize, like, oh, those are all blueprints to live a happy life. That's crazy. We found that through fighting.
Yeah.
Do you know what habits actually like I'm addicted to now?
Smoking weed.
Well, no, that's always recovery.
You love recovering.
I used to be afraid of the cold plunge. I'm not afraid of that shit no more. I love the cold plunge. Yeah. The way you feel after a cold plunge. And I love, so Art's been getting mad at me because I like to stay in the sauna for a super long time. But he was saying that after 30 minutes, I'm just draining myself for the rest of the day. So I shouldn't do longer than 30 minutes. So I'm working on that. It's just hard for me because, by the time 30 minutes is rolling, now I'm really getting a good sweat, that feeling that I like being in a sauna. And I want it for a little longer time.
Dude, I was thinking that should be, when I sit in my hot tub at night or my cold plunge, I'm like, this should be people's goals. Like, it shouldn't be to get the newest Mercedes, the newest this, the newest that. Your goal should be to buy a house. And it sounds, maybe I'm sounding like a retard, but buy a house, sauna, cold plunge, hot tub. One at a time too. Like, you don't need everything.
100%.
But those should be your goals in life.
Yep.
I think so too.
Those bring so much happiness.
I remember even when I was 10, 11 years ago, I told Mariah, when we get a house, I want to make it like a spa. Like, you come home and you're pretty much entering your spa for the night.
It's the way to
Makes
go.
it hard to leave.
It does.
I don't really care to travel. I'm like, I love being home. I love having all my machines. But those are good goals for 16, 17, 18 years old. You're starting to think about your goals. Oh, I want this car. I want a Lambo. I want this. I want that. Like, if you could have all that shit on top of that, fuck it, whatever. But your goal should be like, I want to have a hot tub and a cold plunge. Those two things right there will bring so much joy.
I literally was on OfferUp. I've been on OfferUp a lot, trying to find some hot buys on filling up the weight room. And I'm like, there's this huge freezer chest, the first cold plunge I ever had. And it worked great for me for years.
Garrett still uses this.
I'm like, it's $150. I'm like, I don't even know where I'd post this right now, but I'm like, someone could use this as a cold plunge so easily, and it's $150.
Yep. Be telling the people right now, go on OfferUp, look for a freezer, freezer chest, ice freezer chest.
But dude, one thing I've been thankful for is too, you butchered the cow, and we've been able to enjoy all the cow together. My dad and brother went and shot a bison on the reservation. Sent me 150 pounds, and we've been able to enjoy that all together. Those kind of foods and those dinners, dude, have been awesome.
With the fresh fruit trees too, and the deviled eggs. We've been eating so many eggs between the two of us. We've been having we'll make 12 eggs in a night, deviled eggs or whatever they're called, right? Deviled eggs. Those are so good.
You know who I'd love for you to get, Tim, on your pod is Chef Cusco.
I've never heard of him.
You see his stuff all the time.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, he wanted to come and do a cooking vid.
Oh my God.
On the property.
Please.
Chef Cusco?
Yeah.
Bro, he's such a good chef. Like, I love that dude.
Yeah, he's the man. You've been doing the boards a little bit there, here and there, Shmi, right?
Oh yeah.
Meats, fruits,
cheeses.
cheeses.
Yeah, good cheese. Yeah, and I cook with unsalted grass-fed butter now. I don't use anything else.
That's nice.
That's expensive though, but I make it last.
Yeah.
And yeah, last night I splurged a little, and I got a little pack of Wagyu meat. It was $10, but it made 4 patties.
Oh yeah,
and the shit was fire. And I had some good cheese, some good cheddar cheese. That's the way to go, man. Meat,
that's
cheese.
$250 a patty. That's not bad. That's better than McDonald's.
I know you're not a big veggie guy, but I love veggies.
What do you mean not a big veggie guy?
He doesn't like his onions.
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
like
Dude, I fucking love veggies. I don't like
you like
onions. I don't
squash and zucchini.
Yes.
I've never seen you eat it, bud.
I eat sweet potato. Huh?
Yeah, but no, I make this zucchini squash dish, and it's so fire.
I bet I eat more vegetables than you a week. Guaranteed.
I don't know about that.
Guaranteed.
I eat vegetables with every dinner.
I eat vegetables every dinner and lunch.
Do you guys consider a potato a vegetable?
No, I didn't.
No.
After I said
A
that, I didn't
starch.
know. But I have I've been eating green beans, asparagus.
I love
'cause
asparagus.
I'm eating my meal plans right now, so I eat veggies every lunch and dinner.
God, when I eat asparagus, I look forward
To
to my
smelling
piss.
your piss?
Oh, I look forward
Oh,
to
Dude,
it.
I go.
Dude,
I go, damn, I had a lot.
I overdosed one day on that methylene blue everyone's been talking about. They've been doing, and I was you're supposed to dilute it with water and drink it with food, but I was going straight through the thing.
Oh
Big
my
ones.
God.
It turned my pee like Gatorade blue for multiple days, and my gut just like burning a hole in my stomach.
Is potato a fruit?
I think it's
It's
a
a
meat.
It's
I
a
don't
seed.
know.
A potato
I
is a
don't know.
seed.
So is it
No, it's not. Is it?
Yeah,
Is it a veggie or a fruit?
It's a seed. I'm pretty sure a potato's a seed because you could cut a potato in half and plant it and it'll grow. And then I'm pretty sure it's categorized like in a starch.
Yeah, but don't carrots grow?
Oh, there's a lot of vegetables that are.
Just
I'm
ask
pretty
it
sure
real quick.
seeds. Look at
I'm
that.
asking Grocky. He's thinking.
That's gross.
How is it?
Have
thinking-
you ever talked to the dirty girl on Grok ever?
No,
You better not, because
I
she'll get you
don't,
revved
dude,
up.
I don't do that shit no more.
You done that, Schmidt?
No.
It's crazy.
No.
It's crazy the flirting she
Is
does.
a potato a fruit or a vegetable?
Right now, the thing that's going viral is all this cartoon
The
images.
potato is a root vegetable. So fuck you guys.
It's a seed. Remember?
Oh, yeah, it's a seed.
Yeah.
But all right, open
Root,
mat starts in
seed,
5 minutes.
thing.
Are you rolling?
Yeah, I might get a little exercise going
There you
before
go.
we go. Before we play some poker. But boys and girls, thanks for watching, and great to be back. And we got a big challenge ahead of us that we're looking forward to preparing for.
June 7th. Let's go.
June 7th. And if you enjoyed the pod, Schmitty and I also do a Patreon pod, patreon.com/RedHawk Academy. We're doing it every week, and we're having some real bangers on there, aren't we, Schmidt?
Oh yeah. And if you think I just bring hoot and holler, go check out the Brendan Schmidt show.
No,
Yeah,
for
we
real.
got cut out.
Hit that like and subscribe button. Comment your thoughts below, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
That was funny, Schmidt.
Cut.
We're recording. Imagine Garrett said, "Fuck."